Alright, here are some directors who make the most disturbing movies. They messed up. First, we got Ari Aster, because Ari made a movie in graduate school about a son having a crush on his daddy. Before Ari Aster made Hereditary and Midsommar, he made a film called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. It's a short film that'll have a lifelong impact on you. You also got Beau is Afraid, where he made the character's daddy an actual Richard, an actual eggplant. And then we got Gaspar Noé. This man has directed a movie that to this day I refuse to watch. Gaspar has this movie called Irreversibly. It's a movie that's told backwards, and there is a scene that everybody tells me that goes on far too long, and it's a scene of a woman getting sexually assaulted. I've heard people complain about how uncomfortable and how long it goes on for. I don't want to watch it. I don't need to see it. Because I've seen his other movies, I Stand Alone and Climax. And let me tell you something, I Stand Alone, that was enough. You got this man, he has a lot of anger issues, he's in love with his daughter, and he gets his mistress pregnant, and he forces her to get rid of it. Then you got Climax, bunch of people high off life dancing, and the next thing you know, homegirl is Planned Parenthooding herself. You got a brother and sister almost hooking up, like a lot of wild stuff. And then next we got Michael Haneke. Michael is responsible for Funny Games, and get this, once wasn't enough for him. He directed his own remake. He did it twice. He did Funny Games twice. Funny Games, there's nothing funny, there's nothing cute about it. It's miserable. At the end, you're left upset. But he also did Benny's Video and The Piano Teacher. In Benny's Video, you got a kid who enjoys watching animal cruelty videos, and his daddy thinks he's just an A-OK kid, even though he has signs that he's a psychopath. The Piano Teacher is just uncomfortable because you got this grown woman who's into some freaky stuff. Like the stuff she's into be scaring people off, but get this, she lives at home with her overbearing mother that gives her a curfew. She's spying on people getting it on, and her mama calling her talking about where are you? And then we got Lars von Trier. Antichrist, let's talk about it because that's one of Lars's films. In that movie, we see a woman cut her own kitty cat. Then we see a man, his best friend, his Johnson. Yeah, it squirts out red paint. And then he also did The House That Jack Built. Jack is a serial killer that likes to talk a lot, and he loves to tell you that he loves to kill people and that he has no remorse. Cutting off body parts, moving dead bodies around, he's having picnics with dead kids. He also did one of the most depressing movies of all time, Melancholia. And Lars is comfortable using animal cruelty, and that has gotten him in trouble in the past. Then lastly, Larry Clark, because he directed Kids and Ken Park. They're both disturbing and dark coming-of-age teen films that will scare you straight, especially kids. Larry Clark walked